Hey, good morning guys and gals. This is Kiodiekin. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I just wanted to show you guys what the Supreme team has been working on with the Raspberry Pi 4. So if you guys don't know, I'm one of the members of the Supreme team. We first launched one of the first builds for the Raspberry Pi 4 featuring Retropie. So we've had beta 2 come out. We skipped over beta 3. We've had beta 4, and then of course we have released Supreme Duo. So in this edition, this is Supreme OS. It is the first 64-bit Debian operating system featured with Retropie. Just wanted to give you guys a quick look at it, so let's go ahead and get into this review. Okay, so first questions first, let's go ahead and get it out the way. No, I have not ran or tried Killer Instinct. In fact, I don't have any of the BIOSes loaded for any of the emulators. Just wanted to show you guys what we have, what we're currently working on, and what you guys can expect from the Pi 4. And also, no, I did not fast forward that screen. Yes, this operating system and build has a 3-second load time. So that was the load time. In fact, while I was recording this, I had to make sure I timed it right because it's just that fast. Just so you guys could know, for clear disclosure purposes, I always use a SanDisk Extreme or a Samsung Evo card. I've done a video in the past where I do mention that a lot of these memory cards are faster for builds and whatnot, and that is very true and is very important from experience. I've tested them and there is a difference. With that being said, so here we have our 64-bit, not a 64 kernel. This is a 64-bit Debian operating system with Retropie, with all of your applications. All the videos do run faster. Yes, this has the OpenGL Mesa drivers also included. I do have a decent case on here. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it does have the metallic top on it with the fans. I'll probably list it in the description below a little bit later. It just slips my mind right now. But this build runs at about 160 degrees, which is about 44 degrees Celsius, which is a lot cooler than the Raspbian Buster operating system. So we have that. So just wanted to show you guys what the Supreme team has been working on. Some things you guys can expect in the future from the Pi 4, as well as some of the performance issues. So we do have Kodi. We have the VLC media player. We do also have the Pi4 media player. As far as games, we do have the Dolphin emulator installed. We also have the MAME arcade emulator. I'll go ahead and pop that up. Now, I don't have any games on here again. I don't have any BIOSes. I have not ran really anything. I'm just showing you guys exactly what we have been working on and currently what we have. So we will get a lot of these things on here loaded. But for now, this is just something I can kind of test and play around with some things. Also, too, we also have the Sega. This is the Sega Saturn emulator on here as well. And we also have Retropie. So we do have Retropie loaded and installed, fully working. I need to work on the controls and whatnot. So let's go ahead and get that set up. Alright, so now that we have our controller set up, let's go ahead and navigate through the menu. And you guys should be familiar with this, with Retropie. And you have all of your options that are here, your file manager, your ES themes. Obviously, this is what a default Retropie image or build will look like. And again, we are still working on a lot of things. In fact, when this version comes out, it will log directly into Retropie. You will of course be able to go through Pixel and then re-access the desktop, which is what I'm currently using. But this is what Retropie will look like. It runs fluidly. Obviously, again, there are no BIOSes or anything on here, so I can't play any of the games. Just wanted to show you guys, give you guys a little brief overview of what we are working on. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out. I'm going to quit Emulation Station. Yes, I really want to quit. And on top of that, let's go ahead and take a look at some of our internet and as well as some of the other options on here. And back under our game section, obviously we have MAME and we have Dolphin bar. So we're going to look at the, I'm sorry, not Dolphin bar, but the Dolphin emulator, which is used to run GameCube and Wii games. So you will be able to play GameCube and Wii games on this. And I do believe we have this installed already on the Supreme Duo. It's kind of hard for me to keep track because there's so many different front ends that we have going on right now, and emulators that we've installed as far as Redream and whatnot. But the Dolphin emulator is installed, so you should be able to play games as far as GameCube and Wii games on here as well. And as well as set up the Dolphin bar as well for light guns. So I probably will do another tutorial on that as far as how to set up the Dolphin bar for the Pi4. I know on my build, the Supreme builds, it's a little different because in the previous video I released for light guns, that's using advanced MAME 1.4. So now everything runs exclusively either under MAME 2016 or MAME. So those settings will be a little different. I'll probably cover that in a future video. But yeah, you guys can play your Wii games on here. So considering that this front end is very cool and doesn't use a lot of heat, you guys shouldn't have to worry about having any problems trying to overclock your unit. Even with the case that I have on mine, again, it runs at about 106 degrees, but there were no peak times, like it was just peaking out or there slowdown or performance. We got your boost again. We got the Sega Dreamcast, no, I'm sorry, Sega Saturn emulator. And we also have the OR8. So if you guys know who the R8 team is, it is built in to this build as well. So you guys can have the best of both worlds. I have tried loading some videos on here, some drone footage, which is exclusively 4K, and my DJI, not my DJI, but my GoPro videos. The reason why I wanted to load some videos directly on here as opposed to streaming from YouTube is because when you have your GoPro video and you have your drone video, those videos are uncompressed. And I can tell you, even with my main computer that I use with a 2080 RTX video card and a quad core processor, in some cases you still will have problems trying to play through some video players, trying to play back 4K video or your DJI drone video or your GoPro video. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this test. The YouTube videos are compressed. Now I will pull up a video here so you guys can see the performance issues, or there is no stuttering that I've seen in the past by playing with this the past few days. Everything runs pretty fluid. But one of the things that I did notice was that when I get up to about 4K or whatnot, we're still having a little difficulties with that there, but that's just all optimization, and we're still working on that. So let me go ahead and pull up a video. Let's see here. I'll pull up one of mine. And I'll go ahead and pull up one of my videos and you guys can see the, I'll go ahead and maximize it so you guys can see that there is no lag or anything with the video footage. And then what I'll do so you guys can see it is I'll skip over, I'll actually, you know, in fact, let me take it back down really quick. I know we're going to have problems with 4K. Go ahead and turn it down. So let's bring it down to 1080p. And then I'll turn on stats for nerds so you guys can see how many frames are skipped. But this is a drastic improvement over the official Raspberry Buster software. Yeah, this was a video I released back in May of last year, and I believe it's upscaled to 4K. And as you can see, the frames are pretty much holding. There are no additional frames being dropped, even while this is in full screen. And this is where you should really be able to tell, because a lot of this right now is fast moving action. Alright, so I know a lot of this video is consistent. So what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to bump it up a little bit to 1440. And I think right about there, that's probably where I'll start running into a little bit of trouble. Even at full screen, this is still impressive. Still got some tweaks and other things to adjust. I don't believe I've turned up the GPU in the config text on here at all. So that's something else I'm still playing around with. All right, you can see I'm still running into trouble here. This video is pretty active. That's why I decided to show this one, because it has a lot of frames and everything going on here in the background, so you guys can see it. Let's see how the 720p does. In fact, I'll go back and rewind it a little bit. As you can see, there are no frame drops with the 720p. Everything's running fluidly. No problems whatsoever. All right. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. That's all I really have to show you guys with this particular build. If you have any questions at all, make sure you join the Retropie official group that we're a part of on the Facebook page on Facebook, Retropie official. We're also monitor or part of the Arcade 1UP official group that we have. And also, too, I have a Kiodiekin's Arcade and Hobbies group that I started a few days ago. Make sure you guys join that. That way you guys can get all of your questions asked really quickly. If you guys inbox us, we have a lot of messages coming through. So if you have any technical concerns or anything, that's probably the best way to get a hold of us. So that way we as a community can answer your questions and get back to you guys if you guys have anything. But I know I haven't got fully into everything on this video. We're still working on some things. Kodi definitely works. As you guys can see here, I have tried to play some videos with Kodi, but I'm still having a few issues with that, but we will go ahead and fix that in the future. But again, guys, just drop me a line. You know, we want to be clear and transparent and see what we could do to help the community. Obviously, we're not getting paid for any of this stuff, but if you want to give a donation to my channel specifically, go ahead and hit up my Patreon. Same name, Patreon with Kiodiekin. So I'm going to try to keep you guys posted as much as possible, keep you guys updated. And again, this is nowhere near a final version. We are still working on all of this. It's definitely a work in progress. So guys, thanks for tuning in and kicking back with me. So I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you guys all have a great day. Peace.